What makes mushrooms nutritionally unique? This is part of the Nutrivore Day-to-Day series, and we're definitely at the part of this conversation where we're talking about how to level up our nutrient intake. Because we're talking about Nutrivore foundational food families, those groups of foods that have something really important to offer us nutritionally. Not that these are the only foods to eat, nor even that you have to eat them. They're just those foods that sort of expedite the goal of getting all of the nutrients our bodies need from the foods we eat, which is what Nutrivore is all about. Mushrooms have multiple nutrients that are really important and hard to get from other sources. They have really cool fiber types, including chitin, chitosan, and beta-glucans. These types of fiber have been shown to be particularly beneficial for feeding probiotic strains of bacteria in the gut microbiome. They have some really cool phytonutrients, polyphenols, and triterpenes. They can be a really good source of vitamin D, specifically vitamin D2. This requires them to be grown in sunlight or UV lamps. But you can actually slice mushrooms when you get them home from the store, lay them out on a baking sheet, put them out in the sun for 30 minutes, and they'll make a ton of vitamin D. And then the most special thing they have is an amino acid called ergothioneine. Ergothioneine is a really strong antioxidant. It has been associated with longer lifespan and reduced risk of all of the health conditions associated with aging, so much so that it has been nicknamed by scientists the longevity vitamin. Plus, mushrooms are great sources of lots of vitamins and minerals. They're very nutrient dense. And what's cool is it doesn't take a lot of mushrooms to have huge health benefits. Even a serving per week will yield measurable decreases in all-cause mortality risk. That's a general indicator of health and longevity used in scientific studies to determine whether or not something is good or bad for us overall. But I think a really strong case can be made for aiming for 3 or more servings per week. And it can be any mushroom you like. It can be raw, it can be cooked. It can even be one of those like mushroom powders, mushroom extracts, the kind you stir into your coffee. Like other vegetables, a serving is 1 cup measured raw. Mushrooms can shrink a lot when cooked, so that can shrink to as little as 1/3 of a cup. And that translates to about 1 tablespoon for most mushroom powders. My view this morning is the beautiful deciduous woods in the spring. I do love it out here.